Hey, it's JJ'sArt. Today we are going to be talking about mainstream media, how we interact with it, and my opinions on that. Disclaimer, this is all subjective, but from my completely unbiased point of view, I do have the correct opinion. Um, to let's get into it. Okay, so everyone and their mother knows about like how season 5 Stranger Things episode has recently come out, and like I will not lie to you, I have not been following for the past 10 years. Like I have been under that rock, I've been cozied up with a drink, but I wasn't watching it because I was like, okay, I'm not a horror person, this is horror, I'm not going to enjoy this. And then my friend said, oh, it has D&D. And I said, oh, let me see myself in. I said, let me watch this. Because at that time, I had watched Dungeon Meshi like 3 times. And I was like obsessed. I was like Googling things about D&D. I was also reading One HP Club, also a D&D webtoon. And then like I'm about to join my friend's D&D campaign. So like I was like, okay, let me watch this. And basically when I did see the fandom stuff and everything, like it was all shippers. And I am about to say something incredibly controversial. I'm not a big shipper. I said it. You heard it here. JJ'sArt is not a big shipper. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not a big romance person. The only romance that I actively follow and enjoy thoroughly is like Heartstopper, because it's objectively cute. It's objectively like so sweet. But here's the thing. When I do watch a show, it's usually like fantasy or like an interesting plot that I'm following, like The Good Place, or it's like really funny. So like every time people are like, oh yeah, I ship these two people, it's like I was just thinking about like, oh, this is such a cool plot, awesome sauce, or like, oh, that line was tough, this character's cool, or oh, I like their hair. I'm not thinking about like who has a crush on who. Just like the Dead Poet Society, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. The poetry, the cinematography, their hair, the dialogue is really funny. And then my friend was like, oh yeah, Neil and Todd are Endgame. And like when I actually looked at it, I was like, yeah, obviously they're so cute. But I wasn't like, that didn't even low-key come to my mind. That's why like when I saw Bylers, I was like, oh okay, I didn't notice it. I won't lie, I was shocked when Mike kissed 11. I was shocked because I was like, oh, I was thinking, oh, they're just good pals who enjoy each other company and like laugh together. And then he kissed. I was like, like doing Stranger Things. Like I wasn't really thinking about the romance. I was like, oh, like unless it was like, oh, okay, Stephen and Jonathan and Nance, but like other than that, I wasn't really thinking too much about the romance. I was just like, oh, they need to save Hawkins from the impending doom. So I was like, my mind, especially in media where the stakes are really high, I'm not going to pay attention to the romance. But honestly, I'm all for shipping. It's so fun. Like when I do it, it's like, oh, why don't I do this more often? The only thing that I'm like, okay, like no, is when people ship real people. I'm like, oh, it's giving parasocial. It's giving parasocial. You don't know these people, especially if they have like a partner, or if it's like doesn't align with the sexualities. It's like, come on, these are real human beings. You do not know them. I think with actors we sometimes forget. Yes, it might be their passion. Yes, it might be what they live for, whatever. But it's still their job. Anyway, to like end off on what this video is about, shipping's fun and I should do it more. And this was actually supposed to be a video about mainstream media, but it kind of just it didn't happen. So later.